All right. God, I look so raggedy now. All right. This is day one of my road to consistency. This is going to be my accountability channel. I'm going to try to trade every day, record it every day, and then recap the trade as a separate video as well every day. So I'll be probably trying to post and record 2 videos per day, I hope, and then post them all. So for today, um, for starters, we're looking at news. There's nothing to do with news today. All yellow folder, so probably nothing crazy. Um, Look at the daily time frame. We're seeing mostly bullish, not much bearish movement, or any momentum showing bearish at all. We are on the June contract, which is the, I think, U contract. I believe it is U. Uh, no, it's the M contract. Sorry, the U contract is in 2 months. 2 months, yeah. So we're on the M contract of micro Nasdaq. We're on a 25K account. So my target for today is 750 to make the 50% threshold of my consistency rule. And the target is 1500 for total to pass the account. But yeah, so we've been very bullish for the last 20 days. So what I'm really looking for is just a continuation of that. I kind of want to see continuation bullish. Maybe we fill this gap before we continue higher. Maybe we touch this gap before we continue higher. But realistically, I want to see bullish off of initial thoughts. If we do see any retracement this week, bearish at all, and we continue to show bearish structure, I'd be looking at these levels here, here and here as support zones for price to push higher, right? So I'd actually just put these as long-term buy-side liquidity levels, right? And then you're gonna go down to the 4 hour. We're gonna see what's been happening. So this is Thursday, Friday, Sunday. Okay, so price have kind of just pushed higher. Hasn't really done much since opening on Sunday. Go down to that hourly time frame. We see we filled up the new week opening gap. Right? Is this a bearish? This is a bearish candle. So this is Sunday open right here. I need to sneeze. Yeah. Alright, so this is Sunday opening and we just kind of consolidated, really. That's kind of lame. So we're gonna go down to the 30-minute. We're gonna see we've had mostly bearish momentum in Asia session. How much is this? This is 150 points. So the move that I find today, I want to target around 275 to 325 points, right? So 275, that's not right. To 325 points as per Asia session movement, right? This is just a estimation threshold. We could definitely do more. We could definitely do less. But if anything, I do believe we might end up doing less because of this consolidation. Since there is no news today, it's possible that price kind of acts like a bank holiday, and we kind of just consolidate within the same pointage. But we could definitely see actual movement later on in the day. So now I'm looking at my 12 a.m. to 2 a.m., which is London protraction. We're looking at a 60-point bullish protraction with not much bearish action, just a little bit of a pullback. But then we continue bullish. 60 points bullish doesn't really indicate much. We kind of consolidate within this level, if anything, so I'm not really looking for much. But then from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m., we see a bearish protraction of about 100 points, so we might be looking at a bearish day potentially. And to back up that claim, we see a fair value gap right here on the 30-minute time frame, bearish. And we see this pullback candle right here. And then we see buy side liquidity get taken out right here. And it could potentially be a turtle soup. Yeah, it could potentially be a turtle soup. So if we do touch this fair value gap and then see a reaction bearish, right, I would be looking at a turtle soup, and I would just enter there. At 5 minutes until market opens, so we'll see. 30-minute time frame, we see sell side liquidity swept here as well. Right, but there's more sell side liquidity. Oops. More sell side liquidity here, and that's buy side. And down here, this is daily low. So we see S&P 500 doesn't have this Asia high, but we also don't take out this high right here. And then same with Dow Jones. We kind of see more bullish price action. We don't have this Asian high over here, and we don't sweep out this high right here. Right. That London high. Take a sip of my coffee. So actually, we don't know yet. Price is a little unclear, right? This coffee tastes like ass. Breakfast. So yeah, price is a little unclear for right now. Let me mark out my key levels. So key level, I already have Sunday open marked. I need 12 a.m. opening, which is 00 GMT. Okay, and then 8:30 opened right here, and then I will wait for 9:30 to open. This coffee is kind of cheap, so I'm not gonna lie. I should have put more creamer in before I went into the room. Unfortunately, I did not. Let's go down to lower time frame, see what's happening. So 5 minute, we break we have a change in character right here. We eat this bearish candle. Can I open this? God damn. But now we're kind of seeing a little bit of price moving bearish. Where's my trash can? So price is moving a little bearish right now, it seems like. God damn, I need a haircut. Trust and believe I'm gonna get a haircut sometime this week, maybe. So we're kind of waiting. I actually don't even want to make a move on market open. Kind of want to wait and see. If this doesn't open, I'm actually gonna lose my mind. Kind of hungry. I mean, realistically speaking, even on a 15-minute time frame, we still haven't seen anything crazy. We close, or well, yeah, we close and then have another opening on the 8:30 level. If we can close on this level and then not push past the 8:30 level, I would probably just get in for bearish. It does look like there's a lot of bearish action here. We did sweep this low already, but we have closures below here, below here. We did see a nice push up, but we're gonna have to see on higher time frame later. And this thing is really not trying to open up for me. Okay, so opening it from the side is the nice. My breakfast for the day. Beef stick. No pause. Uh, mm, Realistically analyzing this, we take this sell side liquidity, right? And we have this buy side liquidity. Let's say it turtle suit, right? Yeah, I was gonna say we did have a pullback here, so we might end up going a little bullish. But it seems like my initial turtle suit touch into the fair value gap and then break lower. That was the correct analysis. We'll see what 1 minute closes on for opening candle. And I'm only targeting 750, so it's not even anything crazy. Okay. So we had a bullish to bearish candle, but then we pull back and go all the way bullish. Is it a strong close? It's a decently strong close. I want to leave this as a breakaway gap, so I don't want to come into this gap at all. We might end up taking out highs here. Wow, we are moving. 60 points? Not crazy, actually. But yeah, I think we do take out this buy side liquidity pretty quick. Same here. Oh, this one already took it. Shit. To be fair, it's Dow Jones. It usually does this opposite movement. Okay, we take it out. No. This is first presentation, maybe? I want to close in a little bit, but not all the way. I don't want to fill it. Hmm, 10 grams of protein. Actually pretty decent. Okay, we've taken out long-term buy-side liquidity. And we've done so, well, this one didn't have Asia highs. Okay, so we're probably targeting upwards to here and maybe here. Which this one doesn't have, so we're going to put price alerts here. I hope you cannot hear my dog barking in the back. Okay. So we did get first presentation, but it's not quite what I wanted it to be, but that's fine. We're going to see how price reacts off of first presentation. We're going to see how the 5-minute closes. It's only been 3 minutes into market open. We have a kind of a consolidation candle, but a decent pullback one. So we might use this and leave first presentation as a breakaway gap, which I would honestly not be mad about. So I would be like, shit. Okay, so we swept that high on S&P 500. I really don't even need these for real. So we'll have a sell 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 right here. Again, this is pretty early into market open, so. Oh, wow. We just did some fuck shit. Oopsies. Okay. Well, that's fine. That's negative 138 on the account. Well, 5-minute close pretty fucking bullish. We're in the 50%. Did we come back down to this? Coming back down to this wouldn't be crazy, but definitely not what I wanted. Because S&P 500 moved up to take this. I mean, I guess, yeah, we do need a retracement, huh? That was a little dumb of me. And there's no reason for us to say it's a turtle soup here. Because, okay. So let's do this instead. Do one at Sunday opening. Let's do one at 8:30. But I need to see it slow down in bearish movement. One at the BPR kind of lines up perfectly with the 50%. Not perfectly, but decently with the 50%. No, it doesn't. No, it does not. But it taps into this, and then we see a movement out of it. Do we respect this bearish rally gap? I'd like to see that. Dow Jones is doing some random stuff. Who knows? Okay, yeah, we respect this bearish for value gap. Which, now with that respect, I'm going to go ahead and move positions lower. So what do I need to target now? Because I lost how much? 160. Come on. I said 130 earlier. So 168 plus 750. I need to target 918. Nothing crazy. So we did slow down a little bit in terms of bearish momentum. Do we take this out? Actually, don't even think I should take another trade right now. 30-minute hasn't hit yet. Let me see. There's only 170 points. So we haven't hit my ideal range yet. All right, breakfast is done. God, this looks so messy, but it's not. Let's change this to a BPR. So we have established I take this out, and I took this out. I'm going to leave this because this is more significant. We established I took this out. 15-minute closes in about 5 minutes. Well, we'll see. We'll wait. We'll wait it out. Because, yeah, we're getting very slow bullish movement. So I hope we take this out and then continue lower. But that'll give me the idea that we have slow velocity, very little velocity going bearish. So I expect higher velocity going bullish. Damn, my crypto tanked. Crypto is not the best right now. Alright, let's put on some music. Put on some very calm, relaxing music. Because we're not emotional traders, right? This will probably be the last trade that I take today. Because I already lost one. And I want to limit the amount of times I lose in a day. Let's see. What are we feeling? Play some old music. 2000s music. Nope. Let's not play 2000s music. Yeah. Let me know what I should play next time. I'll just do some weekend. Drink this fucking ass coffee again. Actually, don't know if the OBS can pick it up. Ah, it barely picks it up. Okay. We'll turn it up more. I guess it can't pick it up. Oh well. So, very low velocity. But seems to work out so far. There it is. This will be used as a BPR. And this will be the price void right there. So potentially we see this. 34 is kind of a crazy stop, but that's what I can work with. It would target something like this. like a 2.5 risk to reward. Nothing crazy. Only 80 points. But this would be what I want to see, so I can get in on my entries. Okay, so we are extremely bullish on S&P. If we don't see this push lower, might not even take the trade after that. Ooh, okay, I like that. Can we close bearish? We don't, but we do close directly on that level. So if this one goes bearish and then closes bearish, it would be a pretty decent sign. Ooh, okay, that's pretty good. Pretty good sign. Then we take the rejection block. Do we stay below this short-term high here? We stay below this, right? That's what I need to see. We do not want to close or come up to those levels. Yep, I want to see bearish movement. Stop loss, if I were to get in on a trade right here, stop loss would be here and entry would be same position because rejection block starts there. If I were in a trade, but I'm not in a trade, so I kind of just want to see us move down to my other positions because I'm overall bullish on the day. But this is also slow velocity bullish instead of slow velocity bearish. However, we are following the higher lows and higher highs rule, so we have that at least. We did close above the rejection block, which is not ideal. So probably we don't continue lower here. Too black. Oh, I need a pimple patch. Um, I could wait a little bit. 30 minutes about to close up here. If it does close up here, I'd be looking at like this as my 50%. Yeah, we got about 10 minutes. High velocity bearish right Yeah, I have a velocity bear. So this was pretty on. It would be because of this order block right here in the 50%. Probably come to this propulsion block. Take a steady trade. Honestly, we could. Let's try to take a safe trade here. Look a little messy to be fair. Course presentation doesn't really matter right now. We might not even retrace to this propulsion block. Is OBS picking it up now? I guess this mic does work well. Alright. High velocity bearing. So the 30-minute mic close as a pullback, which I think, but the 15-minute shows bullish still. I was hoping though that we could come up to the propulsion here on this candle, the 950 candle. That way, I could catch something short and simple and finish the day off. Since not picking it up anyway, let's put it down. I hope it wasn't picking up the music while I was talking earlier and making it really shitty. If it was, I apologize. I'll probably have to edit that later. Um, really, I honestly made a mistake here. I was waiting for this bullish trade, but really, since I saw slow velocity going bullish here, I should have been ready to take a bearish trade. Definitely should have had one right here at the 50% of this order block. You hit that perfectly. Should have had one at the order block. It would have missed, but that would have been fine because then I would have had one right here at the touch of the order block and the fill of this BPR. Probably would have had one at the 50% of this bearish liquidity boy. God, that coffee tastes like shit. Um, and I probably just would have had one at this buy side liquidity. Just getting swept. I literally said I wanted to see buy side liquidity get swept here, and then we move bearish sometime soon. Like I didn't want to take this high out at all. It would have been a lot smarter for me to take a trade like that. We get more bearish velocity than we did bullish velocity. We had this bullish move in. We wouldn't count that. We'll count this. Okay, it's not working anymore. We had 11 bars for what, like 60 points, 80 points, right? And then we had 90 points within 5 bars. So I definitely should have been able to get in on the bearish after seeing that. I don't know why I didn't. I don't know what I was thinking. But we'll see. So yeah, this definitely would have hit already too. It's just dumb of me, but that's fine. Live and learn. Live and learn. I mean, I really don't even need 80 points. I needed $918 to fulfill my 50% threshold consistency rule, which would have just been, actually, how much would that have been? So each point is $5 if I'm in for 10 contracts. I had 10 contracts, so um two, or sorry, 918 divided by 5. So I would have needed 183 ticks. 183 ticks divided by 4 is 45 points. So I only needed 45 points for what I needed. It would have been like 46, 47 points just for the slippage and the gas fees. I don't even know if this account has gas fees or anything. But yeah, would have hit full TP right there. Silly me, silly me. Yeah, this candle by itself would have filled what I needed. Oh, oh, a little sleepy. Okay, we'll see. Levels could still work, but I'm not really convinced. Because 30 minutes about to close like this. I don't know how anyone can see this big ass pullback and think we're bullish. No, we're not bullish, buddy. I'm assuming we're gonna close bearish on the 30-minute, which fine, that's fine. Have we fulfilled the 200-point threshold? No. So yeah, so this is 125, this is 175, right? Yeah, 170 something. So I'm targeting to 275 to 325. So I'm just gonna wait. We'll see. In like, what is it? 2 minutes from now, how the 30-minute closes, and then we'll see what else. What else is shown to us. Fuck it, bro. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna put on a headband because my hair is all up in my face. Get it out of my face for now. I do need a haircut. It's been months since I got one. Itchy ass nose. So we hit the bearish value gap here. And we get a good reaction and then an immediate push lower. So yeah, the 930 candle definitely wants to close bearish here. We got 45 seconds. I'm gonna go blow my nose. Um, let's hope it closes bearish, because if it closes bearish, it'll be good for I want. All right. Oh, we got 4 seconds. I mean, it doesn't close bearish, but realistically, who's gonna look at that and say, "Oh, bullish, bullish day"? No, I'm looking at this right now. Something in the 50%. We've left this breakaway gap, right? Which now makes this a Reaper block, which I like Reaper blocks, right? Let's get rid of the liquidity void, get rid of buy side, get rid of buy side here. This BPR pointless at this point. There is liquidity within a liquidity pool here, which is pretty strong. So if we see a rejection off of this as well, wouldn't be crazy, but it would be annoying. And yeah, we would be targeting outside liquidity 1, 2, and 3. More than likely we go below this. More than likely we show lower daily lows, right? Because yeah, unless we start seeing velocity bullish. Now, if we see velocity bullish, that would be a different story. But right now, I don't think we do. Thank you for love. Oh, we do see bullish velocity. Wow, my initial trade for bullish would have been right too. I only would have needed. Yo, what am I doing? Because I had one, I believe, was right here. One on the 50% of this. One right here. One right here. Yeah, I only had 4 positions up. And then stops were literally right below this. So it would have been 24 points, 25 points. And then I would have only needed 47. What am I doing? Oh, I'm selling so hard. Well, I mean, it was 8 contracts actually, so I would have needed a little more than 47. Probably like 60, 50, 5 points. The structures are so significantly different right now. Like, what? So far, I have had 2 positions which would have been absolutely correct, and I could have finished off the day, but I didn't take the trade. So I need to lock in a little bit here. I had 1 position where I would have taken, and it would have been terrible. Or it was terrible because I got closed out instantly. It was, I believe, this right here, because we touch into this, and I wanted this as a breakaway gap too, which was dumb because I wanted this as a breakaway gap, which made no sense. Um, can't have 2 breakaway gaps like that. We have some bullish structure pushing up. I wouldn't say this is momentum. I wouldn't say this is velocity. If we can keep a steady pace going higher here, I will be taking some trades, right? I wouldn't even need a take me, take me. For you. Oh, my stop on this account is only 1,500 too. It's not the best. Be on the floor. I'm really hoping that we continue bearish because S&P 500 has taken out all highs. Yep. S&P 500 has taken out all highs. Nasdaq has taken out all highs. Um, Dow Jones has taken out all lows, but yeah, I kind of just want to see a continuation bearish. Realistically, if we take this high right here, this short-term high, for a turtle soup, and we don't take out this high, I'm gonna be a little mad because I could see that potentially happening, but at the same time, I don't really see why we would take that high out because we have bearish velocity and then very slow bullish movement. I'd much rather see PD arrays being used. Ooh, I forgot. I usually turn up my headset volume so I can hear the order filled, but I'm recording it and it's probably recording the volume from my headset too. So that's my first position in. Let's hope we get a few more. Okay, that's two. How do we close? Please. I like that. Okay, that's not a terrible close. We close within the fair value gap, but nothing crazy, right? We're only in 4 positions, which is, if it's 50 cents per position, that's $2, right? Right. On, how do I open the? I forgot how to open the menu. But yeah. 50. No, that's the spread. What am I talking about? It's 50 cents per position. Oh my god, I know it's 50 cents per position because it's $5 for a full Nasdaq, which means if I'm in for 10, then it's um well 50 cents for each of these positions because there's two, so $2. Wait, oh my god, I'm doing my math all whack. So it's five. It's $5 on 10 micros, right? Because that's one Nasdaq. So then divide the 10 by, or divide the 5 by 10. That would be 50 cents for each one position. Sorry. So two positions is $1. That, I don't know why it took me so much to do that. So I'm targeting 208 or 918 divided by $2. 459 ticks. Shouldn't be a lot, right? That's 100 something. Yeah, it's 100 something. I'd be targeting a little bit more just for this reasons of spread and stuff. I'd be targeting like right here. This is if I don't get into any more positions. Which I mean, Wouldn't be crazy. But again, I'm targeting 225 on the day. And I'm targeting to go below long-term sell-side liquidity down here. I want to see us take out daily low. So we have velocity bearish and then slow but kind of velocity bullish. But if we can see some more velocity bearish here, I'd be a lot more confident. Oh, I just skipped my favorite. There you go. Ugh, look at my crypto, dude. I don't know if the camera will be able to pick it up. Bro, it's just dropping. Ugh, crypto's not looking too hot. That's the velocity I want. So many ways it can go. I need to make sure that I'm right about the points and the ticks because I cannot mess up because I hate messing up and then I'm like a few dollars short. Which I mean, a few dollars short wouldn't be too bad, but I usually target just a tiny bit more than what I need. What I need 918 and I am in for $2 per point per tick right now, which is 459 ticks. And I measured out a little bit more than that, right? Yeah, I measured out 10 extra ticks, which is 2 extra points about. I didn't like that close. I did not like that close. It was velocity and then we lost it. Which, I mean, nothing crazy. Because we still have rejection block here, which is also the 50% of this big bearish. That's not an order block. That's the wrong direction. But it is the 50% of this order block right here. I think the stop loss is like $500, which is a third of what I have, and I already lost 160. So wait, I need to make sure my account balance, or no, my equity is 831, right? I'm doing a lot of math today. Minus 24, 831. So yeah, I lost 169 points plus 750, which is what I'm targeting. So yeah, I'm targeting 919, not 918. But I was doing the math based off of 918. So the 10 ticks will still cover it. Consolidating here. I didn't like that big bearish candle that we had with velocity and then the random ass pullback. I hope to see velocity from one of these. Preferably the Reaper block. We might actually just take this out, like I said earlier. We might just take this out and then continue bearish after that. If we do that, I'm actually gonna be a little mad because I'm retail. I am their entry. But like I said, my fault. I definitely should have been in on this bearish move right here, and I definitely should have been in on this bullish move right here. I don't know what prompted me to remove my entries here. I really don't. But yeah, so now with the 10, I'm targeting, what was it, 40 something? 40, 45-ish points, 40 something-ish points. I need to make sure. 918, divided by 5, 130, 183 ticks. So yeah, 189 should be good. I give myself an extra like 10-ish ticks. Oh, we had a nice move and then we retraced it again off of the fair value gap. I don't like that. Oh, that's kind of unfortunate for me. Yeah, unfortunate. I do think unless this position on the order block holds, because this will be the actual full order block because this is the body. Unless this holds, um, I do think we're gonna take out these highs. And by holds, I mean like I need to see it touch it and then push super low. But otherwise, I do think we're gonna take out the high here. But never close your positions because it could be an emotional close. And once you put something down, stick to it. It'll be probably like $400. Yeah, I don't think this holds. It'll be 400 ish, $500, which will put me at a little more than a third of my position gone. Yeah, unfortunate. Um, yeah, I should have definitely been in down here because I did say bullish, right? It was a little stupid of me. Oh wow, it actually took me out for a little more than I was hoping. But I am down a third of the account. But yeah, I do believe that the rest of the day we're gonna see bearish from here because it's just turtle soup, and I should have realized that a lot sooner. Yeah, but I think that's it for me today. It was so dumb of me because I read so much better. I read this so cleanly too. I just I don't even know why I didn't get in on them. But well, that's it for the trading day. So I'm not gonna trade anymore, but I will go ahead and get a trade recap done. So yeah, we'll see the trade recap, and I'll post it after this one.